Okay, well, it looks like the stream is live. I was trying to find it on YouTube Studio on my phone, and it's not showing up there, but it is showing up on YouTube itself, so... yeah, something I still need to figure out here. But in any case, the stream does seem to be streaming. YouTube says it is live, so we should be good to go. Hello everyone, this is Eric Allen. I'm playing A Link to the Past Randomizer, only this time everything's all mixed up and flipped upside down. Kind of feel like I should throw in some Fresh Prince of Bel-Air here, but... yeah, that doesn't really look like invert, does it? Maybe something more like that. There. Squiggles. And... this character looks kind of familiar, but I can't quite place them. So let's just get started. In any case, this is an inverted seed, which means basically the light and dark worlds are flipped. Right away, you'll see that instead of having Sanctuary here, there is Dark Chapel. So let's just start from the inverted house. Piece of art. Not much of a start. So you'll see right away, Link's house is in the Dark World. That's going to complicate things immediately, because we're still dealing with Dark World enemies despite having our usual starting equipment of 3 hearts, green mail, and no weapons, except for whatever we happen to pick up. One of the area priorities is, of course, getting weapons. Bombs in particular would be quite useful. So if you had bombs, you could get into this cave, which has 5 items. And here's bombs, right on cue. So that was a good bit of luck. And we're in. Hopefully something in here will be an actual reusable weapon. Just some money. Still need that too. There's more bombs. Piece of heart. Much more money. Okay, so we should be pretty much set for money. However, that still means no weapon. Except for bombs, which are unwieldy and prone to running out at bad times. But we'll see if we can make do. Can't go across the bridge without the hammer. There is no bridge at the front of the moat, so the only place you can go from here is to the left. Sneak past the moblins. And we can go see Stumpy. That would be one more check. So, inverted seed, early priorities, get bombs, get a decent weapon, and then you want to get to the light world as soon as possible, because the light world opens things up considerably. A dark world, as the game itself mentioned, Dark World is a pretty closed-off space. Yeah, I have enough for the game, so let's just do that. Yeah, players in Inverted Seeds will often use the archery game there to get more money, especially if they're particularly good at it. Some people are obscenely good at it. They can shoot the same target 5 times in a row for an even bigger bonus. But having started out with several hundred rupees from Paradox Cave is the one on the mountain. That's Hype Cave. Yeah, 400 plus rupees from Hype Cave alone means we're not in a pinch for money. So from here, pretty much all I can do is explore the northern area and hope to find something in the town, preferably without having to go into a dungeon, but there is a good chance I'll need to explore Skullwoods, Thieves Town, or both. So we'll see. Anyway, other features of inverted mode include that once I get the flute, which will probably be necessary, but it's not necessarily so. Actually, it's less likely to be necessary than usual, because you can mirror from the light world into the mire area. Yeah, and the flute doesn't actually help you. Well, yes, it does. If you get the flute. As I was saying, the flute works in the Dark World. You still need to go to the Kakariko weather vane to activate it, but once you get it, you can only use it to fly around in the Dark World. Try to sneak between those. Also, this is the wrong entrance. Can't actually get to the dungeon from here. I'm thinking, if this were a normal White World start, I could go in the forest from there after checking the Lumberjack ledge. But this is not. This is inverted, I'm in the Dark World, and only 2 of the forest entrances connect to the dungeon. Yeah, anyway, flute works in the Dark World and not in the Light World. Mirror takes you from the Light World to the Dark World instead of the other way around as usual. Let's try to sleep in here. The warp portals correspondingly go the other direction. Right, let's just hop down here. Yeah, also, again, as I noted, 3 hearts, green mail. You're very much vulnerable to dying pretty quickly to pretty much anything. Okay, could go there, but no big key, so no point. 1 small key. Yeah, because of the changed mirror functionality, there's also some changes in the actual terrain in the White World, where there are places normally you would need the mirror to get to, but because the mirror works the other way around, and yeah, should have figured that was coming. Should have brought a bush with me. We'll probably be having a lot of that early on. But yes, as I was saying, because the mirror works the other way around, and there are places in the Light World that you can normally only get to by mirroring from the Dark World, what ends up happening is they actually change the terrain in the Light World to make it so that you can get to those without the mirror. Okay, so remember that Skullwood still has things to check. But first, let's come down here and get some easier stuff. This being the Dark World, there's no well to jump into, so there's those 5 items not there. There's no thieves hideout for those 5 easy items. Chess game, we just get a piece of heart. So if you're not familiar with Randomizer, it adjusts that so that your first attempt you'll always get the item on one of those 2 chests, so that you're not wasting time going in and out trying to find one thing that might not even be worth it. Some arrows, which are useless without a bow. I also checked the... they call it the brewery. It's the bombable one down here. Some of these wishes sometimes have bombs in them. Forget which one exactly. And in here... okay, that will help. An actual weapon. A sword would be nice, but a hammer will also let you get more places that you can't without it. Like across the bridge in the east, so that gives access to Pyramid, Catfish, Palace of Darkness. Now, as I recall, Inverted also changed the area around the... yeah, Flippers, just as I was about to say that. The area around Ice Palace has changed so that you can get there from the Dark World without any special equipment except Flippers. So that's now on the table. Okay. So technically everything in this dungeon is available now. Okay. Wait, I think these are Fire Emblem characters. Anyway. So yeah, everything in the dungeon is now logically available. Sword will be nice. But again, I'm still on 3 hearts and green mail. So this could be messy. Which is a problem you expect in inverted mode. Frequently, the game will expect you to do difficult Dark World stuff early because you're in the Dark World early. And if it takes you a while to find your Light World access, you could be stuck here for a while. At least I have plenty of cash. Not Zora money, but I don't have access to Zora yet, and may not for quite some time, so that's not something to be too concerned about. Because I need to be very careful. Okay. Made it through the hellway. Alright, this works as usual. You get up here, bomb through the floor to open up the boss possibility. And get hit by one of those and die. Like I said, there's probably going to be a lot of that early on. I think the fastest way to get back to the back was this way. Watch out for the fire. Don't need to go up and get the key again. Don't yet have any idea what those drop. Come on. Alright, I'll try to go back and... But one more hit, and that's another... yeah. This is one of the problems with an inverted seed, is you're probably going to have a lot of this going on. I'm going to try a few more times, and if I don't get it, then probably head back towards Skullwoods. And as I mentioned, the hammer and flippers open up a significant amount of other stuff too. That was messy. Alright. That's the trouble with using the hammer, it's kind of slow. Alright, I'll give this one more shot before trying something else. Yeah, the other problem with these, I think they're called Zazaks, is their movement is random. They don't try to chase you or run away from you or go through any other predictable sort of pattern. It's just... like the skeletons, the Stalfos, they'll take a few steps, decide on a new direction, take a few steps, decide on a new direction, and repeat indefinitely. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Gotten this far without incident. The other thing with the hammer is you don't want to hammer up, if you can help it, because the range is shorter in that direction. Still need to go in here to hit the switch. Oh, and to go upstairs, because I never got to the bombable floor. And the chest at the end. Okay. Yeah, and these are basically rats, except they don't squeak and they're a lot tougher. Safe in the doorway. Also, they have nicer drops. At least in the regular game they do. In the randomizer, drop packs are randomized, but it looks like in this case they have the nicest drop pack. Which gives you things like fairies and full magic refills. Okay, so that is done. That will stay done no matter what happens. So I never have to worry about going up there again. Now it's just a matter of going to the basement and trying to beat the boss. Which, with the hammer and key, I can get everything down here. So at least I don't need to worry about leaving anything behind. Oh, right, no power gloves. Because in order to get to the Dark World, you need power gloves. Or to have beaten Ganon. But since you start in the Dark World, that's not a... Yeah. Yeah, since you start in the Dark World, you don't need to have much of anything to get this far. Okay. Need to be careful here. If I take another hit and fall into the pit again, that will be all the hits I can take. So I think those two have a heart directly, but falling in holes takes another heart off. It's just a compass. No, the map is still unaccounted for, so... One of them will be in the Baden cell, the other one will be in the boss. So one of those is the map. And the other one is something else. That could be valuable, or it could be junk. Are these Marth and Roy? Okay, so that's the map. The actual item of potential value is on the boss. Which, with a sword, I have everything I need to beat it, technically. Right, again, have to go around. One nice thing about fighting blind is that it doesn't matter how strong your weapon is. Every hit counts the same. And it's 3 hits to each head. As long as your weapon actually works on it, it doesn't matter which weapon you're using. So normally I would use the hammer against the boss for the extra damage, but with blind, it makes no difference. And the sword is less awkward to use, so we'll be using the sword. Okay, shell, conch, yeah. Just need to be careful of the fireballs. I say ready into one. And the laser beam. Okay, I'll put that on the back burner for now and check elsewhere for the moment. Just remember that blind is still not beaten. Come to think of it, map check. Okay, it looks like a crystal. My character thing is getting in the way. What was everything else? Okay, bright crystals in mire and pod. Pendant in swamp. So that's possibly optional. Right, can't go that way. Huh. Let's only do half a heart. And I'm used to basically everything in the Dark World doing harder to more. Yeah, there's sometimes a fairy in that one bush. Oh, right. Those are in the way. I could go around to the other entrance, but let's head east instead. From Link's house, or Inverted's house, which has swapped places with the bomb shop. So the bomb shop will be in the light world where Link's house would normally be. I can swim. Does that actually get me anything? What's up? Ice Palace. Alright. Save and quit resets you to the first item in your item list. Okay, so I can get the stuff on the pyramid. Whatever item this is. Obviously, I can't get into the big fairy without the big bomb. And normally in Randomizer, there would be signs here telling you about the goal conditions, but because Ganon is in the light world, those signs are on Hyrule Castle. Okay, there's Bombos. That could be necessary, and it could be useful as a screen clearing thing, even if it's not required. So, come here. Oh right, I can't get here without the gloves. So used to having gloves when in the Dark World that it's easy to forget. I should still be able to get into Pod, though. So let's give this a look. And most of that is open with the hammer and some bombs. There's, of course, the Bowlock side. Or no. Whether most of it is open or not without a bow depends on whether there's a key in the first chest. The first chest will be available. Anything else, it depends. There are tricks you can use to get around the bow requirement. One of them requires a potion, which I don't have. And the other one, Mimic Clipping, involves some very precise movements that I don't think I can do, and I definitely haven't practiced. Anyway, let's see what's in this chest. Okay, there is a key, so I can continue. This one? Yep. Okay. Some free bombs here. There's no point in going to the right side without a bow or one of the tricks that gets you past the bow-locked area. Although I might as well toss a bomb over there to blow open the wall. Another key. Yeah, let's keep going this way for now. We can get a few more things, even if some of them are out of logic. Yeah, if I'm going to do that, I need to be faster. Just a bit of money. Okay, the stuff downstairs will be out of logic because I don't have any light, but this is not a difficult hallway to navigate. Should be at the bottom of the room now. There's one key. Then on the other side. Yeah, more health. There's the stairs. Do I want to try the dark maze? Not really. There are 2 items in there, but they're both out of logic. And that is one of the worst dark rooms to navigate. Gotta bait these further down. Alright, so I can go back over here, get the stuff from the basement, including the chest over there. And see if any of this is worth my trouble. Or if this was mostly a waste of time. Yeah, that's the big key. I don't know how to hammer jump, so I can't get over to the big chest. Okay. Alright, let's give Ice Palace a look. Or, yeah, I do have bombos, so I can get in. Normally you can't get there from the Dark World directly, you need to use the warp tile from the Light World that's underneath the heavy rock. But in Inverted, things are a bit different. As we'll see in a minute when I get over there. Also, I hate those things. Yep, there's a hole in the wall. Okay, that doesn't actually hurt them much. I thought I was on hammer. Again. As the warp tile is still here, still under a big rock, but it's in the Dark World and goes to the Light World now. Okay. And I'll need to do this every time I want to beat one of those frozen things. I think they're called freezers. Yep, don't eat Link's lunch. It's not terribly polite. Key. Head downstairs. Wish for a better weapon. Okay, bombs do deal with Pengator as well, so try using some of those. Missed. Not fast enough. There we go. There's some gloves. So I'm just a big pro away from meaningful Light World access. Here, there's no point in killing these, except to get them out of the way. Which is sort of a point, yes. Can't do Icebreaker without the cane. Also, I don't have enough bombs to continue. I do at least know an easy way to get more. Excuse me. Alright, so my first bombs I got from the... Well, it was a statue, not a tree, but a tree pool. And I can just do the same thing again. It's the tier 1, which means you've killed at least one enemy, but less than 4 since your last pull. Or not. Did it, like, reset? Did it not reset my kill count with the save and quit? I thought it did, but maybe not. There we go. And I'm getting beaten up, but that's okay. I just wanted the bombs. Yeah, let's give Catfish a look. It's only one check, but it is a check, and it's kind of out of the way no matter when you go there. But it doesn't involve going through any dungeons, so there's that. Oops. Yeah, those things hurt. Let's grab a little health from here and go from the south. I think it's about the same distance either way. Yeah, that's what I mean about the hammer having a poor range upward. Also, for what it's worth, Hinox bombs can kill other enemies, but not Hinox. They are immune to their own weapons. But your bombs will take them out in one shot. Bonk. It would be nice to get one of those in a bottle, but I don't even have a bottle yet, much less a bug-catching net. Be careful of those, they do 2 hearts of damage on green mail. But I should be in the clear for this point. Yep. So what do we have today? More health? I'll definitely take that. Is that health early on comes at a premium. Could try the... So now, be faster to save and quit and go back from Link's house. Try another shot of the Ice Palace. And keep in mind I still have Skullwoods to check and Thieves Town to finish. The other thing I could do is go up the mountain, although that is out of logic without a lamp, as usual. Okay. Let's get to the dungeon. And now that I'm here, if I take a death, I can save and continue from the entrance. Also, a bit of weirdness in the stereo there if you have stereo sound on and can hear. Alright, I don't need to fight those because you only need to fight those to get the key. I already have the key and unlock the door, so completely unnecessary. It's like those money pack, I think. Might be the magic pack. Alright, let's go in here. Hit this to get back out. Okay. Now I do have the bombs, but I need to be Oh, there's another bar there all along. I need to be careful about taking damage. Of course, these are not cooperative. No, well, I need more bombs for this room anyway, so... I can remember how to do this. Not like that. Hmm. Yeah, the flames they're on the the left fourth of the screen or so. The sound goes completely to the left side. And when they're not in that area, when the center half is completely centered. There's no fade or anything. It's just it goes completely from center to all left and back again. And similarly for the right side of the screen. It is interesting that the game took into account which side of the screen things are on for stereo sound. But with something like that, it gets a little weird how abrupt it is. Anyway. Slowly back because I left the dungeon technically. No, not there. Okay, those are on the money pack, so no resources out of them. There is a way to dock those into each other and take them both out with one bomb, but I can never remember how to do it. Do you have a hint here? Nope, just bunnies are cute. At least the Stelphos Knights are still on the bomb pack, so I can get bombs back from that. One of these had a key. This one. Alright, I'm going to give the bomb shop a try. I don't remember the exact setup though, so that doesn't help. Not like that. It was like here-ish. No. Never mind. I forget how to do it. The idea is if you line yourself in the bomb upright, you can knock yourself across there diagonally, land over here, and keep going with the blocks in the state that they were in before. Which lets you skip some things further down. But I may actually have to do the dungeon the intended way. Okay, nothing out of this. Just hoping to get some health back. Does Bombos work on these? That sounded like a yes. Oh, there's some health. I don't think I can actually take on the boss as I am currently. For one thing, I'm out of magic and I don't have a... Yeah. Well... technically I could beat it. Use Bombos to melt the shell and then hammer through the pulse, but especially on 5 hearts green mail, would not be easy. But it's entirely possible the game expects me to do that. Taking these out gives you a chest. And there's a key. Okay, it's possible to bomb across that, but I don't remember the setup for that either. And I'm short of bombs regardless. Okay. I don't have the big key. Okay. That room clear. Ice physics are annoying in any game, but particularly in this one. Okay, there, got past that. Here's the iced tea room for another check. And it's just the mat. Need the key. Okay, so the room to the left there, I think, was the one above where the chest is. Oh no, I don't have the hook shot, so I can't go here. Is there anything else I can do? Alright. There's something I thought of, but I need to go back to the entrance. Since I do have another key, I can cut across where the one locked door was. A little more magic would be nice, though. Okay, so blobs are just money. Penguins can drop hearts, but they're a pain. Oh, and I'm out of bombs, basically, so... Never mind. Let's go back to Skullwoods, then. I give these down another try. With 5 hearts, it'll be less... less hopeless. Alright, these rocks in the diagonal here can each have bombs under them. So once you have gloves, that's a good place to stock up in the Dark World. Eight should be enough for now. Yeah, when I was here before, I didn't really get much of anything. Right, because I kept trying to go here and running into this thing. Which I should have handled much like that. Okay, so first of all, I can cut across here and get a free key. Right? I was kind of trying to get the octopus thing to bounce off the bumper and into a spike or the pit, but that didn't happen. Can you bomb post these? I know Fire Rod works on Gipta, so I'm not sure about Bombos. Okay, it does. Yeah, just because one worked doesn't mean the other does. There are some cases where one or the other works, but the other one does nothing. Similarly for the Ice Rod and Ether. Okay, that's an item, but it's only money. Might as well clean out the rest of the front of the dungeon. Okay, the reach is a little better than it looks. But only a little. Okay, there are a few more things to get in here. Other than getting knocked into pits. Alright, so first come up here, get this chest. Then go back down. Compass. I think this was a heart? No. This one's the heart. Take that away. And this one last chest I can check. And it's just another key. Yeah, I already got the one in the room above here. Alright. Yeah, let's go back to Thieves Town. I know it's at least theoretically possible to clear it. And there, we'll fill up on bombs. Flute chiming in. At least with the whole back cleared, I can just go straight to the boss and not worry about anything else. And I ran into something I couldn't see. I think there's a heart in one of these. Oh, double kill. There it is. So I'll be heading into the boss with 4 hearts, which is a little better than last time. But I don't get to use the script because he's already here. And he's further up the room than he normally would be. Ouch. Okay then. Should I go back to ice after all? Now let's do something a little different. It's out of logic, but that's okay. Yeah, there is a good chance the game expects me to beat wine to get progress. we go. And unlike the Light World worlds, those will never grow up chasing you. Anyway, it's easy to forget if you're not used to inverted mode. This would normally be Bumper Cave in the Dark World. But this isn't normal. Remember how to get through it. Okay, there we are. Okay, not here. Where am I? Okay, I don't actually know my way through this cave. I thought I did. Hold on a minute. I'm gonna get some water. Okay, that's better. I forgot to get myself some water before starting. Oh, I did get to the old man. Never mind. So anyway, as I started to say, at some point... Okay, that's far enough south. Yeah, normally this would be the Bumper Cave, which leads up to the ledge where there's just a green rupee this time. But in inverted, the Bumper Cave is switched into the Light World with the cave that actually goes up the mountain. So here we are with the old man in the Dark World. In a weird little oddity, the old man will slow you down. However, carrying something overrides that, and although carrying something is slower than walking normally, it's faster than walking with the old man. So you just pick something up, you move a little bit faster. In any case, you take him up here, you need to go through the portal to the Light World, bring him back to his cave. Try not to run into this guy who won't stop talking. Also notice there's a staircase up here, and you can go right into here, which is not Ganon's tower, but Aghanim's tower. But for now, let's just get this guy home. bug catching net up on the mountain. Yeah, can't go in here with the old man following. Just hop down here, take him to his... Need to go from this side. Hook shot. Excellent. And while I'm here, I can check what is in the inside Paradox Cave. Can't do much else with the bunny form in the light world. Yeah, that's another one of the funny things about Inverted, is that there are situations where the game will expect you to do all sorts of things in the light world as a bunny. It's because the light world is so much more open. But, yeah, I don't think there's anything else I can do at the moment. I mean, there is a cave here, but I don't think that's anything of importance. Actually, that might be the way back down. I forget how that particular thing works. But anyway, after rescuing the old man, Dark Mountain is an option. Also, that hookshot could definitely come in handy. Is there anything else I can do in the mountain? I think so. I could go beat Agnem. It's not the logically intended thing, but it is an option. And there's no barrier in here, so I don't need the cape to go by it or the Master Sword to break it. Ouch. I was hoping to get over to a hookshot cave. I'll give it one more try. Gotta think of it, what's the stun prize? Hearts. That could come in handy. Hi. Okay, managed to slip by this time. Let's go in this one first because there's no risk of dying in here. This is the so-called Super Bunny Cave because if you come in from the bottom as the bunny and drop down through the holes into here, dropping into a hole as a bunny puts you in what they call a Super Bunny state, where you're still basically a bunny, but you still have access to a few more things that you wouldn't do normally, such as opening chests. Which means if you manage to get there as a bunny, you can actually open those chests. Okay. There's a bunch of things I can get in here. Well, I'm set for cash anyway. There's a bottle with an actual potion. Piece of heart. That's not nothing. Of course, there's no point going through the back even if I had the mirror, because you can't mirror from the light world to the dark world. Also, another change the inverted makes is because you cannot... Because the portals go from the Dark World to the Light World, you can hop onto Turtle Rock from the tail. I don't have Quake, so I can't open it. It's also possible to mirror from the Light World to the other entrances of Turtle Rock, but I don't have mirror and I don't have Light World access, so those are not in play at the moment. Put a hook shot. That doesn't open up anything immediately, but it will be helpful in ice. Potentially. Well, for killing things, if nothing else. Anyway, full magic, full bombs, 6 hearts. It's worth giving it another shot. Need to go back and try blind again at some point, too. Hookshot won't be any help there. Except maybe against some of the enemies along the way. But 6 hearts is 3 more than I had when I first tried. Okay. Yeah, hookshot is very nice for stunning things. And of course, stunning things when you're this squishy is always nice. Okay, so these are the money pack, it looks like. Also, hookshot can take those out before they jump out. And it can one-shot Pengators. Which is stupidly useful. Yep, like that. Yep, no cane still, so no icebreaker. Seriously? That did not look like it should have been in my way. It's the trouble with this room, it's too cramped. So you want to, if you're not taking them both out at once, you want to not trigger the second one before the first one is down. Because the way state works for Stalfos Knights is the game has one flag that covers all of them. So when one becomes active, they all become active. When one is crumpled, they're all considered crumpled. I'm not even going to try doing the bomb jump, because I can't remember the setup, and I'll just get myself hurt. Few mini shortcuts you can take here. Back downstairs. And here, now that I have a key, I can go to the right and get 2 more chests. No, 3 more. There's the one in this room. There's the one up here that appears when you push a button. And then there's the one upstairs that would normally have the big key. Speaking of the gate key, there it is, so that gives me another check. More health. It's starting to get not exactly comfortable, but less nerve-wracking. Circle around that. There's the Moon Pearl. Okay, that opens up a lot of stuff. Yeah, full White World access now. Which means I don't need to do any crazy things hunting down the Moon Pearl in the White World. Again, because the White World is so open, there's a lot that the game can expect you to do in an inverted mode. If you get your White World access through Aghanim, then you can go pretty free around pretty much everywhere. And you can do things like talking to people, buying from the bottle merchant, a number of other things. Okay, so let's start with escape. 2 pendants here, and the crystal and desert. Actually, no. Let's circle around to Kakariko. And along the way there's the cave down here that normally you would need to mirror to get to, but because the mirror works backwards and inverted, you can just walk right in. Don't need them that much, but I'll take it anyway. There's the VT there. I think that's for VTorp, which is one of the developers. Let's see what's on Race Game. Yeah, it's actually fairly uncommon to get your White World access through items in inverted. At least from what I know, it seems like it's a lot more common to get to it from Aghanim because there's less requirements to get there. That's just money. So boots may not be required this seed. Or they might, depending. There's always desert. Desert is a crystal. If there's something on the torch that's important, then we could have a boots needed situation. Heart piece. Yeah, I want all the health I can get. Alright, there's another medallion. Still need Quake for Turtle Rock, though. Or maybe not. As I mentioned, if you get the mirror, you can go in the other entrances, so it may not be necessary to ever open the front door. Oh, that thing is roughly gone. More health. And that was Sandcart, because it was healing. So we're up to 8 health. It's a considerable improvement from 3. So it just has money. There's nothing over on the east side. Okay. Check Blind's hat out before beating Blind. There's our lamp. So dark room's no longer an issue. Alright, so with 8 hearts and a potion and a bottle besides, I should be able to take Blind out without too much trouble. But there's so much else open to us at the moment that I'll get back to that later. Right. There's the mirror. So as I mentioned, Mirror will take you from the light world to the dark world. So that opens up some interesting back doors in Turtle Rock and Mire. So the flute might not be required this seed. So I think the only thing it can be required for is getting to Mire. So with access to that secured with the mirror, yeah, the flute will not be necessary. It would come in handy, just for getting around more quickly, but not necessary. That's just money. Alright. And one other thing with inverted, speaking of the flute, because the Witch's Potion Shop is in the Light World, fluting to 2 does not really help you. There's no portal around there that will get you from the Dark World to the Light World in inverted. So potions are just really out of the way. Let's check what's on Lumberjack Ledge to make sure that I don't need to go fight Aghanim. And this looks like it's the Ice Rod. And I think Turtle Rock was a crystal. Or was it a pendant? I'll check next time I'm back in the Dark World. Okay, that's money. Yeah, this will be Bumper Cave. Yep. Sign even says so. Of course, you need the mirror to get back to the Dark World to get to the item. But it was just a green rupee, so it's not worth the trouble. Don't have boots, so I can't do that. It's just money. But yeah, as I said, as soon as you get Light World access, so much opens up. There's this you could just walk right up to, because again, you can't mirror into the Light World. This will come in handy. It'll even help with blind because the sword beams do damage him. Assuming I get there without taking damage, which shouldn't be too hard. I can come over and do Waterfall Cave in Zora. Might even clear out Eastern. It's only a pendant, but it is a green pendant. And of course, Azrael is right there. Alright. Anyway, first to Waterfall Cave. For our 2 free items. All you need is flippers. Piece of heart. There's Quake. So that's all the medallions. Don't need to worry about those at all. Yeah, crabs are another one of those weird enemies that do a lot more damage than you'd expect. It's 2 hearts on Greenmail. We'll see what Zora has. It might be junk. but better to be safe than sorry. Especially with this much money. Rumbling, giant whirlpool, giant Zora. Potion's not bad. And from here, let's head to Lake Hylia. And to South Shore, I guess? Yeah, that sounds good. Not sure why I bothered to come over here, but I'll pick it up while I'm in the area. Yeah, we're over an hour in and no dungeons cleared. Which is... it happens sometimes. Especially in Inverted. Alright, so I can go straight onto the island here. Because again, normally you would mirror to get here. But you can't mirror from the Dark World to the Light World in Inverted. Over to Ice Red Cave and circle back from here. Alright, need to get out here. So used to doing that on land, I forgot about the waterfall. Alright. And the crab even refunded my bomb. Okay, that's just money. Go over to Mini Moldorm and the dam. Can even go into Swamp if I feel like it. But Swamp was, as I recall, a pendant, so it's not a high priority. So it could have a few items. Actually, can I get out of the water here? I don't think so. But I can up here. By which I meant here. Yeah, I did Kakariko already. That cave is just a cave in the Light World, nothing special. Too many Moldorm first, and then head back west towards the desert. Wrong way. Shot, of course, trivializes this. Assume you can actually hit them. And 5 free checks. There's Magic Powder, which could come in handy. That also opens up Magic Bat. So that's another check. Taking pointless damage. Still, no big deal. Light World enemies don't do that much damage, especially after being in the Dark World for so long. Ah. I thought you could do that. Yeah, there's that trick where while you're pushing a block, it becomes non-solid. So you can hookshot through the block to the chest, open the chest, step off the block to the side, and keep going. which lets you do this whole thing in one trip instead of having to come back, or, yeah, come back to reset it. I don't have the book, so I can't do the tablet. Those are 2 shots with the Master Sword. They're pretty tough, actually. Grab this item. It's money. Don't have the book, so I can't get into Desert. The book is hard required for Desert entry in Inverted because you cannot mirror to the back. So I need to find that somewhere before being able to do this. And I think this was a crystal. Yes. So Desert is necessary. Book is necessary to get in Desert, therefore book is required. There's a piece of heart up there. And I can do this. So as I mentioned, mirror functionality is flipped. So you mirror from the light world to the dark world, which means you can get into Myra without the flute. Also, before I forget about it, because of the whole mirror antics, that means Checkerboard Cave. You can just walk right in the light world. Well, assuming you have the gloves anyway. But if you've gotten this far, you probably do. Mirror blocker ace glitch. Yeah, that's kind of a weird one. As I understand it, basically what's happening is that when you try to use the mirror, part of the thing that it does for that is reset the blocks. So it starts to do part of that, but because you can't actually warp out, you don't warp out, and the block just stays stuck in kind of a halfway reset state, and just might as well not exist. Okay, so I come right in here. Hookshot is necessary without boots. Boots are necessary if you don't have the hookshot. I think the boots are the intended method, or the hookshot rather, but you can use the boots to bonk off the block and cross that way. Sword beams help a lot with this room. We're up to 1,000 rupees even. Okay, I'm going to come over here first to get this chest. It would be nice to have the boots. But it's entirely possible that I won't end up finding them at all because they may not be required. There's 1 key. Key. Map. I think this is blocked off. Yes. You need to flip the switch state before you can get that. Yeah, one of the fun things about this dungeon is that there are a lot more keys and locked doors than you ever actually need to use. I don't have fire rods, so I'll have to lamp these. Arrows. Oh, it's an item. This is a lot easier with fire rod, but you can do it with just the lamp, no problem. And you're probably intended to also. Plenty of time. Even after fouling it up slightly. Wait for the cutscene that you can't even see to finish. And that was not worth it. But of course, there's no way to tell that without actually checking it. Or checking everything else in process of elimination. Okay. Never mind, that's bounced out of range. Grab another chest up here. Which I probably should have done earlier, but that's okay. There's the big key. I tried to duck into the doorway, didn't get it in time. Now, I think there was a anti-fairy in here. Basically free healing. One of the things the powders is very nice for. It also gets them out of the way, of course. An invulnerability item. That could come in handy. And it pretty much trivializes blind, also. Okay, don't have Samaria, so I can't finish the dungeon. And you can't mirror when you're in a doorway. Yeah, you cannot mirror from the Ark world. Hey, let's go finish off blind. You can talk to that guy to heal yourself, but it also costs a bit of money, as I recall. And again, it's not like I'm hurting for money. But yeah, back to blind. With a decent number of hearts and the Cane of Burna besides, this should be easy. More so if I bothered to heal, but even without it. The red ones do have more health. For some reason, I thought they didn't. Where are you? Okay, so the top pot had a heart. And then there's one right outside the boss room. Good, Going to have that at the ready to cheese the boss if necessary. Skeleton trying to get in the way. Alright, just wait a little bit for the last head to come up, and then... There we go. No trouble at all. And finally, at about an hour and a half in, here's the first crystal. At least I confirmed that I did not need to beat blind for progression. Except eventually to get into Ganon's tower. So I did what I could in Skullwoods. Let's go do Hammer Pegs. Wait, I need to go the other way. Yeah, I know mirror works backwards, but it's hard to remember sometimes because you're so used to it working the other way around. Can't go the quick way because I don't have the Titan's Mitts. Which also means I can't do the Smith Chain yet. Okay. Into the light world. Kakariko. Yeah, I've already done everything else I can here except the library, and the library was just money, so no big deal. Let's come over here. Hammer down the peg. Hop it here, and powder the statue. Or altar, or whatever this is. It is weird looking. Little zappy zap. Okay, more potion. Not required, but it will come in handy, potentially. What else do I need to do? Oh, right, escape. And Eastern. Alright, let's head over to Hyrule Castle, go through the escape sequence. There are a bunch of items there through there. Still don't have a bow. So that limits what I can do in some places. I would need a bow for Eastern and Pod. And also for Ganon's Tower itself. Because of the mimics. You can go around that way, but because the gate is open, it's faster to just come through the courtyard and walk in here. I have no idea how Uncle got all the way here, but he just has bombs. And more bombs. And bombs from the guards. That would be nice in a standard start, but At this point, we've had plenty of bombs for so long that it's completely non-issue. Right, so into the castle itself. Basement, there will be 3 items, I think. There's the one right here, there's the boomerang chest, and there's Zelda's chest. More bombs. Today it's less Hyrule Castle and more Bomb Castle. Anyway, so we're continuing through here. This guy is trivial. Master Sword makes this whole area trivial. Because you're really unintended to have the Fighter Sword. And Randomizer will often give you not even that. If you're expected to come here right away. So go through here, head downstairs, and yeah, it's just the Ball and Chain Trooper and Zelda's Cell. A lot of people would set up a Death Warp here, especially early on, but I have the mirror, so there's no reason to bother with that. Also, with this much health, it would take a little while. Get this guy. Sword beams make him trivial. Like a lot of things. That's a piece of heart. Back to the entrance. And through the back. The skewers. Whatever you want to call this. It's wet and full of monsters. Having the lamp will come in handy here. Of course, it's not strictly necessary. It is logically required. Just a lot of squeaking around. As I mentioned, those weird grasshopper-looking things in the Dark World are basically the same enemy as rats, except they're tougher and don't squeak. Come down here to Dark Cross. Yeah, and I didn't do the back of escape yet, so I'll just keep going on. Assuming there's a key here, which there is. Yeah, if there hadn't been a key here, I would have needed to leave and come in through the graveyard. I wasn't thinking about it. It's not necessarily... yeah, it doesn't necessarily have to be there. There's the key to continue. Yeah, because the key could have been in the bombable room here. And if that had been the case, I would have had to go the other way. Okay. So some health, but that's it. Could go to Eastern. Yeah, let's go back to Ice. I'm considerably better equipped now. Oh no, I don't think I can do anything there without another key or some area. So, yeah, let's try Eastern. Quickest way to get there is from the 5 flute spot. Which you can get to pretty easily. Kind of think of it, I never did Hobo either. And you can't just mirror to him from the Dark World because you can't mirror from the Dark World. Come on. Stupid birds. They call them murder dactyls. Because they look like pterodactyls and they want to murder you. Okay, first Straw's Closet. That's 3 free items if you have boots or bombs. And Eastern itself will have several items, though I cannot finish it without a bow. Yeah, but again, Eastern itself has the green pendant. Is this even randomized? Okay, nothing much here. Still nice to get it out of the way. I can do Light World Death Mountain, too. I was thinking I needed the Titan's Mitts for that, but no, you can just use the Spectacle Rock Portal and go across with the hammer or hookshot like usual. Actually, just the hookshot. You can't get to the top. So hammer won't help you. Except to get to Hera. So there's the first chest here. I think this is money in the non-randomized game. And it's still money, just not as much. Take a slight shortcut here with the hookshot. But it's just the compass. Right, that's still stunned, so hitting it again won't do anything. Put a room. Yes, as I've mentioned previously, those are solid before you can actually see them. So if you can kind of figure out where they are... Okay, Burn Eyes and Mire, which I already got. It's Samaria I need to find. Don't have the key. It seems like a vanilla big key is required at this point, or necessary. Because I've gotten everything else I can get. Man, with the lamp, that is trivial. The big key needs to be in here. And we'll see if there's anything in the big chest, otherwise I can't continue on to the boss. So it needs to be a vanilla bow at this point to do anything else in here. And it is not. Let's go to Hobo before I forget. I think it's faster to come down this way. I think the spot with the portal is just a dead end, so come down here. Need to go all the way to the end of the river to jump in the water. Right, and after this I'll go to the Light World Mountain. It's one place where having a shield actually comes in handy. And this is money. Okay, so nothing important. From here I go up to the portal, come back to the Light World, hookshot across the bridge, and do stuff. Yeah, sometimes I forget guards can pop out of bushes like that. And the north, south, east, and west bushes there can have hearts or even fairies in them. Okay. So shot across here. Head to Paradox Cave. Seven items is nothing to sneeze at. To here first. Some more health. Okay, I'm going pretty good on health. I could use some armor, but could probably get by without it. Yeah, hookshot will not go through that rock, but boomerang will. And that's a whole bunch of nothing. Try and bomb jump this. I think that's right. Yep. That is one of the easier bomb jumps. Also, I can go great across to the floating island, I think. Yep, right here. And there we go. That will be necessary for Turtle Rock and Misery Mire. Well, I think Turtle Rock was a pendant, but even so. Right. Well, no, it's in the Light World, so this is just my cave. Come on. There we go. Really? And we're here. Yeah, there's a weird, slightly glitchy thing with these. There's sometimes when you grab onto stuff, you can keep moving them, even though you're not moving yourself. And there's our bow, finally. It's not quite go mode, but we're getting there. No, not that one. That one has fairies. Okay, from here I need to do the bomb jump again if I want to go across. Yeah, charging the spin attack both makes you move slower and gives you a little bit of being able to catch yourself if you start to fall. Okay, back on the mountain. Spiral cave there. Let's go for into here. It's a pendant, but it's a pretty quick dungeon, so... Alright. Still can't check tablet because I still don't have a book. Okay, this is just the key. And because it's a plain vanilla key, I can pick it up with hookshot. Most idle items there you cannot pick up like that. A bow requires the hammer. That might be the one I just got. Okay. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Is it here? I think it was here that I wanted to go to. No, it's another tile over. Okay, that looked right, but it didn't work. I might have messed things up with Y offsets. And there could be something in the big chest anyway, so let's just do this the proper way. There. This is why they call this coffee break room. You get yourself set up on these, and you're invulnerable, and you just wait for the room to run out of tiles to throw at you. Yeah, remember to drink enough water. Oh, come on. I could have just walked past them. Anyway, lamp. Helps if I actually hit the torches. This, of course, was the big key, because it had to be. Otherwise, there would be no logical progression up the tower. Alright, I'm gonna try the Herapod again. I think it was there. That wasn't it. It was here. That was a bit off. Was this it? I think you wanted your shadow poking out of it a little bit. Huh. Okay, I'm doing something wrong. I'll need to review my own notes later. And it's not like it's difficult to help this way, it's just faster to Herapod if you can do it. The bottom one has health. Okay, I could hookshot across that, but without the boots, I can't ricochet off the chest to get back. And I did the bump jump wrong. And yeah, that drops you all the way back downstairs. I'm gonna try this one more time. I think that was the correct positioning. Yeah, I got caught on the corner like I'm supposed to, but the hookshotting it isn't working. So yeah, I don't know. It is so much easier to do that with the boots. At least I find that it is. Oh, come on. I'm trying to go down, not left. A little free health. And let's just get to the big chest the intended way. Not sure how I managed to not hit that at all. Anyway, the intended way. Come up here. Step on that tile. You jump down the hole in the top of the floor. And there's your big chest. Got a nice big heart. Gets me up to 13 heart containers. Still looking for armor. But as far as raw health goes, that's pretty good. Might as well get healed up before coming into the arena. And try not to fall off. I said not fall off, because that's the middle hole, it drops you all the way down here. Oh well, at least I didn't take damage. That's something. I could have fended that off if I'd been reacted faster. I've never been a fan of Moldorm. It's just kind of a pain. Yeah, if you're facing toward it and you have your sword off, you can fend it off. If you're facing away from it, you just get knocked in the hole. I haven't even been keep tracking of items. Okay, it does have to have something, because I have all the dungeon items. Come on. I definitely want to try to finish it off with the spin attack so it doesn't speed up. There we go. Could have also used hammer, but that's even clumsier. And it's just rupees. Oh well, at least the dungeon's clear. We're 2 hours in, 2 dungeons, 1 crystal. That's less than ideal. Let's do Spiral Cave. And I can backdoor into Turtle Rock, although I can't beat the Trinex without the Ice Rod, obviously. See if I can remember which one is the... Yeah. Laser Bridge. Yeah, this feels bad without the boots. And that's just bombs. Okay. So if I come up here and mirror from Mimic Cave, that gets me into the dungeon. But what I wanted to do is find... Was it this one? I think this is the Laser Bridge entrance. Yeah, this is it. Here's 4 checks right away, as long as I can get past the lasers in the first place. Let's just use Burna. It's the magical cape. Big key. Compass. And out of magic. Ah, made it. And then got shot dead, but that's okay, because I'll just restart right at the entrance here. And try to work my way backwards, although I may need magic. I think I do need magic. We'll see. That fell in a hole. No point in using a key there if I'm not going to the boss anyway. Yeah, I need magic here. I put the mirror back. Where did this go anyway? Okay. And what was up the other end of this? Yeah, this is part of the mountain I never go to, so I can't remember what's in here. Okay, this just chops down... And I think this one goes over to the fairies. Right. Okay. And this is just back where I just was. Yeah, that could be important to know in an entrance randomizer, but normally not so much. Anyway, going back up to Mimic Cave so I can mirror into another entrance or two. Oh, free magic. Very nice. As long as I'm here. I can open the main entrance. If I don't mirror bonk. Quake. And this gives me access to one chest anyway. And a free magic refill. there's no point in going right because I can't light the torches without the fire rod. And I want to try to save the key, so I won't go... Ooh. Excellent. As I was saying, I'm not going to go through the locked door from this end because I think I can save keys by going from the other end. And depending on where the keys are, I might need that to be able to get everything I can. Alright, I need to go back to the light world, through the portal. And enter from, well, by jumping down to Mimic Cave. Note that normally you cannot jump down to Mimic Cave in the light world. That's another change in inverted mode. So I have the big key, so I can open this right now. And there's the key. I don't... Yeah, there's Crystal Roller Room. Keep going that way. But first I'm going to go back this way and grab what I can in this direction. Which includes Spike Chest. Or Lava Chest. Spike Chest. You cannot swap items while you're going through the tubes there. Normally I'd fire rod those, but no fire rod. This is one of the things I wanted to save a key for, but it's just bombs. Alright, keep working backwards. There's another chest or two I can grab, I think. Then I'll mirror back to the one entrance and go the other way. Yeah, inverted Troller Rock kind of messes with your head because it's so much different navigating it from usual because you can go in any of the entrances. Okay, these hurt a lot. I'm going to put on a invulnerability just to be safe. Okay, no point in going any further that way. Oop. Oop. Okay, I have boots now. Okay. So there is something on the boss, but I can't beat the boss regardless at the moment, so yeah. Alright, so what else do I need to do? I can clear Eastern now. I can clear Pod. Yeah, let's go do that. Let's take both of them out. As I mentioned, Hinox bombs will damage other enemies. And because I wanted to both Eastern and Pod go into the Light World start from Eastern. So I can mirror back and not have to navigate through everything. With the bow. Right, because I've already done everything you can do in here without one. Oh, duh. Hookshot for some small shortcuts. That didn't work. Alright, so come in here. Get the key, go upstairs. The bow is not necessary for that, but it does help. The bow is necessary for some of the monsters up here, though. Those you can just walk right by and ignore. Yeah, the red Igors are immune to everything except arrows. There we go. Grab the heart. And now it's just plain old Armos Knights. Yeah. Got a little careless, but they're still easy. Come here straight to pod. The entrances are perfectly aligned. And with the bow in hand, I can go this way. Got some arrows back. Come to think of it, I should probably be checking pots for more. Unique item. Could be the boots. There might be something on the boss, but I don't want to mess with that if I don't have to. Some of these have arrows in them. That's why I don't normally dash through here. The compass. Key. Okay, I need to toggle that. Okay, that's not quite what I was expecting, but it worked. Leave through and come back to reset those. Yes, you can hit that from here. It's a bit of a tricky shot, but it's doable. Guess I threw the bomb too early. I do have the big key, right? Right. Come on. Some more arrows back. This way? No, it's that way. Yeah, I get lost in here even when I can see what I'm doing. I do not want to try it in the dark. Okay, I think I've done everything but the boss now. So I did that, I got that. Harmless away. Yep. Yeah, I'm not sure you're actually meant to be able to hit that from there, but you can. And since you can, why not do it? Get some quick healing here. Might as well pick up the magic too. Avoid taking unnecessary damage. Wait for the wall to roll back. There's a hammer. Sword beans make that a bit faster. And that's the turtles dealt with. So that just leaves the boss. And I'll go see Sahasrara with the green pendant after this. It's a few more errors than I thought, but it's still pretty quick. Cannot change items while exploding. And that's just the map. But it does have one of the crystals we'll need, so... I think this is the second one now. Not great, but we're getting there. Yeah, let's go to Meyer next, because that's the other 5-6 crystal, which will open up Pyramid Fairy. I'm trying to think what the best way to get there is. Okay, heart piece. Alright, you can be here from the Light World to the Dark World, so just take the bomb across the castle bridge and mirror from there. Alright, so to get into the desert... Right. Okay, I want to take the portal into the light world, walk over to the desert, mirror into the dark world. I think that's also the fastest way to get to the potion shop. So you take that portal, go through the whirlpool. Right, I can dash now. Alright, the next room will be a little more trouble without sword beams. Although the fairy will take care of that. Alright, there we go. Did I forget the... Yes, I did. Okay, from here... I think there was a shortcut through here. Yeah. Alright, that's just magic. This would be easier with silver arrows, but should be fine without them. It's another one of those dark rooms I would not want to try without the lamp. Well, series of dark rooms, really. How did that miss? Oh, also it was already the way I wanted it. Right, because I didn't flip it going through the dungeon normally. Okay, so from here, just do that, and it's a straight shot to the boss. And as I've mentioned, this dungeon has a lot more keys than you actually need. I think there are 4 extra in total. Didn't go far enough. Alright, and it's boss time. Wrong way. Bombs will help weaken them up. Yeah, I should just use the cape and do slash stretch. Right, because when you have the cape going, if you're slashing, while you slash, it's not actually consuming magic during the slash because of some weirdness in how it's coded. So, yeah, that happens. The magic holds out a lot longer than it's supposed to. And then you just finish off the big guy with arrows. And that's another crystal. Alright. So I did this. I should be able to do ice now. I will need to do desert at some point, right? So the book was required. I think desert was a crystal. Right, need skullwood, so I need the fire rod. Okay, turtle rock is a crystal. So I do need to beat Aghanim and get the ice rod. It's swamp that's a pendant. Alright, I can't... Oh, it's a 1, so it's a crystal. Of course. Yeah, let's go do ice then. Yeah, still no mitts, still no fire rod. And I'll also need the book to get in desert, so there's a number of things we're still looking for. But I believe I cleaned out ice except for the boss itself. Of course, the heavy rock with the warp tile is not there because warping goes the other way and inverted. Let's buy some refills. So I'm going to go take a quick bathroom break. And we're back. Let's get another round of upgrades. Couldn't hurt. And it's not like anything... Oh, yeah. It's not like I have anything else to do with all this money. Except maybe potions. I'm going to need Fire Rod. I will need Ice Rod because Turtle Rock is a pendant. And you need the Ice Rod to beat Trinix. Flute will not be required because the only things that can walk you out of are the mountain and mire, and I already have access to both. It would be kind of nice to get it, but at this point it wouldn't make much difference. Book will be required for desert. So I'll need to find that somewhere. I could have picked up the bug catching net while I was on the mountain doing Hero. Forgot about that. Alright, let's do Icebreaker. I do remember how to do that, right? I think that's it. Right, I want to make it go, yeah, like that. There we go. You need to push it 1 pixel to the left. And because your character does not normally move 1 pixel at a time when you try to move, where you go 3 or 4, it's tricky to do that without doing something like the pause buffering. Anyway, I can just head straight towards the boss. Did I ever read this? Okay, then. I think this had the button. Drop through here. Right, I can get this, which I forgot about earlier. But it's just the compass. So that will be, there's... Well, actually it might be a key on the boss. Yeah, because I have Samaria, I don't need to flip the blocks around. That's one of the weird changes they made in the, I think it's Game Boy Advance version. They completely redesigned this room so you actually have to flip the switches around and drop down from above to get to the bottom side of the room. Which means Samaria does you no good there. And you can't cheese your way through the puzzle. So, first off, Bombos. Wait too long, or yeah, release too early rather. But you missed all of them. Yeah, this is basically just a lot of dodging. Two down. And we're good. Alright, that's another dungeon clear. And yeah, it's the key. Because that would let you get into the side room where the crystal switch is, just outside of where the boss is. So my understanding of randomizer key logic is the key being on the boss means logically you're required to have some area to hold the button down. Okay, 3 crystals left. And I can't actually do any of them at the moment. I need to find that fire rod. Alright, I can't get out from here. So... I guess look in Swamp. I will need to go beat Ganon to open up the Lumberjack Ledge to get the Ice Rod to beat Trinux. But that can't be where the Fire Rod is, because you also need the Fire Rod to beat Trinux. Could be where the book is. But I'd need to find the Fire Rod somewhere else to do both Turtle Rock and Skull Woods. So as usual, to do Swamp Palace, you need to come in through here, and I pushed the wrong block. Yeah, you need to come in through here to do the water thing. But because it's inverted, instead of mirroring here and taking the lingering portal back, you mirror from here directly. Basically the same thing. Either way, mirror is required. See if there's anything important here. Not really. Oh no, it tells me purple chest is useless. So no point in opening that. Not very. Yeah, just in time. This always has to be a key unless keys are randomized outside of the dungeons, because otherwise you can't continue here. Have I done a key sanity? I can't remember. I think I might have with the April Fool's ones. Did the hammer in the next room? That's another requirement of Swamp that's easy to forget. So you need the hammer to pound those down to open up to the switch gate. Because you need to do that to continue further into the dungeon. I still haven't gotten around to learning the diver down trick, so I won't be attempting that. But you can take a bit of a shortcut by having the hook shot. And using that key to open the other locked door instead of the one to the back. Since I am still looking for items, I'll clear the entire dungeon. There's the big key. At least that saves me having to come back to open this. And there's the book. The desert is now open. But I'll keep going in case the fire rod is also in here. Oh yeah, in Randomizer, if you have the hook shot, you can get the key early, which lets you go through there and come over here. Even without doing any tricks, that saves you some time. And you want to put the switches back the way they were before leaving, so that you can get to the chest over there. With the diver down trick, you can actually flood that hallway first, and then jump into the water, walk around underneath it, and get the chest after, or the pot, after it's been flooded. Which saves you even more time. And also doesn't require you to have the hook shot first to unlock things in the right order. Alright, now I guess it does. Yeah, because without the hook shot, you'd have to go and get the key out of the pot before you could get to the north room. Never mind. But normally you will get the hook shot before coming here. Swamp without hookshot is one of those things that runners want to avoid, if at all possible. Because you can't do half the dungeon without it. The thing is, you can do the other half, which means the hookshot could still be in here. Unless you find it somewhere else first. Okay, so red boomerangs, but nothing important. Did get the book out of the big chest, so there's that. Still more chests downstairs. Swamp is a relatively item-rich dungeon. Most of the chests are money in the non-randomized game, but there. You can pick that up through the statue if you're kind of wiggling back and forth. Down here. Yeah, the other thing you can do with the diver down trick, if you do it elsewhere, is you can avoid you can skip draining that room and this room by jumping in the water here, which also gets you to these chests more quickly. But as I mentioned, I haven't practiced it, I don't know the exact setup. So I'm not going to attempt it. Bombs. There will be something on the boss because I have all the dungeon items, so might as well finish up the dungeon. There's even a possibility that pedestal will be required. Alright, I forgot to get the key first. Yeah, because once I'm done this, I'll have all 3 pendants. So pedestal could be Fire Rod. It's not quite what I was trying to do. Right. Stab can't hurt them, but it also undoes your charge if you try to stab. I'll just do this the way I normally do. I've also seen some runners do something with the boots where they tap A to keep the sword held out while they're stabbing things. And normally you'd hit this with a fire or ice rod or silver arrows, but I don't have any of those. So spins aren't that much short. Yeah, they don't take much stuff long. They don't take that much longer. Okay, fire rod was here, so this was required. It's probably junk on the pedestal, then. Though it could still be a sword or armor. which would both be useful. Also, I can check pedestals now, or tablets now. And there happens to be one right over here, which again, because of the mirror shenanigans, you can just walk right up to. Then I can go in and do desert. Another piece of heart. Which gives me a little more health. I might go ahead and grab the piece of heart on the ledge there. Got a little musical note. Is he playing an instrument? Harmonica, maybe? I suppose it works as well as anything. Alright. Compass. Need a key before I can go to the right side. There's likely to be one here. So it's looking like boots required. Speaking of which, I never got back to Bonk Rocks. Keep that in mind. Silver arrows. Would have been nice before doing Mire, but getting them anytime is better than not getting them at all. Big key. Yeah, I think that had to be at this point. Okay, so go over here, get the big chest, go to the back, beat Landlows. The torches in here are purely decorative. Lighting them does nothing. Room up there has fairies if you need them. Yeah, seeing as I still haven't found any armor, I'm going to go ahead and grab the heart piece. Okay, the map is going to be on the boss. But we still need to beat it because Crystal. That room is easy. Third pot has the key. Top right in there is always the key. Fire rod, of course, completely unnecessary for this if you have lamp, but it's a little faster. There's some magic and arrows. Yeah, try the silver arrows on the boss. Kind of hard to hit, but if you can hit it, then each shot is a kill. Missed. There we go. Yeah, Silver Arrows will one-shot pretty much anything that takes damage from them. Only exceptions I can think of are Ganon himself, of course. Victorious, which takes 2 arrows, and I think Enox also take 2. Alright, so... yeah, I need to go beat Aghanim. But first I can do Skullwoods. So Dark Chapel will be the quickest to get there. Yeah, that costs a bit but heals you. Which I think is a fair trade-off when I'm filthy rich. Yeah, I think I probably should come back and get Bonk Rocks just in case. Normally I could also do King's Tomb, but because it's inverted, again, you cannot mirror from the Dark World to the Light World. So you hard require the Titan's Mitts for those. Actually, it would have been faster to go do Aghanim and then get the... yeah, get the Ice Orb while I'm here. Yeah, I think I'll do Groom, Bonk Rocks, and then go do that. So I need to do it eventually anyway. And Graveyard... yeah. Lumberjack Ledge is right outside the forest. Okay. We just go up the mountain, go into the tower, and... yeah. Aghanim's tower with the lamp is basically a big nothing burger. Although, might as well check Ether Tablet too. It got hurt. Not that big a deal. Oh wait, I can't warp from here because I don't have the Titan's Mitts. Ah. Alright, go back to the cave. Speaking of which, I can also do Spike Cave. Don't run into them or they'll talk forever. Go in here first, then go down the mountain. I guess I'm going straight into Spike Cave, which I'd rather not. Although I'd probably be saving and quitting out of it anyway. Whatever. There are a lot of optimizations I could have taken along the way that I haven't. It's what happens when you're not an experienced racer. Hammer. Use the book on the tablet to get a fetch quest. Again, this needs to be modified so you can... Well, that was weird. And I managed it again. As I was saying, that needs to be modified so that you can hop onto it like that. Or walk onto it, because you can't mirror to it from the Dark World, because, as I keep saying, you cannot mirror from the Dark World to the Light World in inverted. So start with hookshot. Switch to... Yeah, let's do the cape. And that's just money. Oh, it was worth checking. Magic. I did need some of that after doing Spike Cave. So, thank you, surprise card. Okay, this time do not go through the portal. Just walk up the stairs. And into what is an inverted Aghanims Tower. That takes those out easily. This has to be a key to proceed. Being lined up with being lined up with the bottom wall perfectly means you will just dash straight through the door without stopping. Go around here. Yeah, your spin attack has an incredibly high priority. Basically, if anything is near you, it's getting hit. Even if it has something like the guard swords that will block it. Or would block a normal slash. You pretty much just get a big fat hurt box around you. Way. Pushing that block will open the door to the bottom, which is not normally a consideration. But if you're using Door Randomizer or one of the weird things like the April Fools, it may help to know that. Spin attacks will hit things twice if you get them pinned against a wall like that. Half magic is in Ganon's tower, so I'm not going to find it before then. Get off me. That was interesting. Hooked onto the wall and stunned the guard in the same time. And if you time that just right, you can hookshot the key when it's up in the air, which puts it just high enough that you can hit it without clipping into the railing, or without bonking up the railing. Yeah, I always used to, when I was younger, just go through that, kill all the guards in that room. There's no reason to. You just ignore them and go. It's much faster and less trouble to do it that way. Most of the time, they won't even notice you're there. Alright, 3 hours and 2 crystal dungeons left. After I beat this one, I can get the ice rod, which will make Trinex beatable. One hit. Ah. 2 holes. Two hits. Ah. 3 hits. Ah. Just the lightning. 4 hits. Ah. It's those. Everyone didn't charge up in time. I'm getting a lot of blue balls today. Five hits. Ah. More balls. Well, it has been kind of a frustrating run, so it's appropriate in a way. 6 hits. Ah. Yeah, and Ganon's tower is in there. I need all 7 crystals to enter. And I need all 7 crystals to defeat Ganon, and also to defeat the minion at the top of the tower. So no, I think I can just jump off the castle and get there more quickly. Not from there. Alright, and that's the exit from Ganon's arena. It's like, wait, what was this? Yeah. Guess that's not normally there. It would also be nice to have a better sword, but Silver Air is pretty good on offense. Run to the tree. Come down here and get our ice rod. Alright, that's everything I need to beat Trinex. Stun Heart. Let's check what's on the pedestal while I'm here. There. That I can bear from here to Skullwoods. Which, of course, is the reverse of what you normally do. I'll take it. It's not exciting, but I already have the pendants, I'm already here, might as well get the health. Is that in the clear? No. Maybe here? That'll do. Alright. I don't have the big key or the map. So, yeah, we'll see what's on Lothiel first. Yeah, there are 3 item locations left. One is the chest out in the front, one is Mothia, and one is the big chest. Obviously, the big key... Well, the big key can be in the big chest. That would just mean it's out of play. But between those 3 locations, there's the map, there's the big key, and there is something else. I'm going to save as much magic as I can for the moth. I have plenty of extra keys, so I can just go straight through here. Missing a lot, and I'm out of magic. I may end up drinking a potion just to make this less of a pain. Especially if I take any more damage. Okay, never mind. That went smoothly enough. Okay, so this is the big key. So I will be checking the chest in the front. And if that's the map, then also the big chest. Yeah, Mothra is one of those bosses that can give even experienced players trouble. Alright, I've worked over 3 hours. About ready to get this wrapped up so I can go have lunch. There's another pot there. Okay, it's bombs. So I just need Turtle Rock, Ganon's Tower, and Ganon. And for Turtle Rock, I want to skip straight to Laser Bridge so I can go straight to the boss. So that means going into the Light World. Yeah, another downside to inverted mode is that your mountain starting point is just there. You're not in the cave with the old man, so you don't have him to heal you. Although you can go and catch him in the Light World. But it's a bit out of the way. Alright, so I wanted to go up the mountain, jump down the middle. Not get bullied by those so much. Okay. Is this one? Yes. Also, I can come in here for another fairy or two. Might as well go into the boss with full health, especially since I'm only on Master Sword, which means it'll be more of a pain to take out the heads. Don't want to dash across that just in case. I think I've gotten everything in here except the boss itself. Sometimes it would be nice to have that item indicator that you get in Key Sanity, or Compass Shuffle. Sword beams make that quick and easy to navigate through. I know half magic will not be available because that is in Ganon's Tower. Okay. Start with Firehead. Probably switch to Hammer to beat it up faster. That didn't help. Like, let's take out the Ice Head before it freezes the floor. One down? That's what potions are for. This will take a little longer than usual with a Master Sword, but it's quite doable. Yeah, until the middle piece starts glowing, the head is vulnerable. And it's just a matter of not getting hit too many times. That can go all over the room and even outside of it, so the item always appears in the middle here. And that's all the crystals. And all the pendants. So I think what I'm going to do is get a potion refill. Check the Pyramid Fairy. Also Shovel Spot. Might as well do that while I'm in the area. But I need to go to Light World first. It's not strictly necessary, I have everything I need, but it will go faster if I get a better sword. And I'll be more comfortable if I get some armor. Never did find the mushroom. But that could be in either of the spots I'm about to check. Right, back in the water, back through the whirlpool. And to the bomb shop, which I believe I mentioned was swapped with Link's house. So it'll be right up here. Get the shovel shot sort of along the way. Yeah, of course, inverted messes with the requirements for this, for the bomb also. Because normally you pretty much need the hammer or to have beaten Dagenham and have the mirror to get to the Pyramid Fairy with the bomb. But inverted, the hammer becomes irrelevant, but you must have the mirror. Because you get the bomb in the light world, you need to use it in the dark world. There's just no way around it. Just a little bit up further. And then I go back to the light world, up the castle, into Ganon's tower. Bombs and money. So, junk. Yeah, so looking at the swords are probably in Ganon's tower. And armors. Which is kind of rude, but it happens. The door opens, we have the crystal hut scene. It looks kind of out of place. Especially since the door already opened. Let's get started. Check Hope Room first. First check is a key, second check is bombs. So have a key, you can keep going right. I'm going to want the fire rod. Not quite what I was going for, but it worked. Alright, through the door. Just burn this. I think you are meant to use bombs here, but like that. But either that or the cane will work. There's the mitts, finally. So that opens up King's Tomb, and literally nothing else at this point. It's the only thing it's required for in inverted. Except maybe if things are arranged in some way where there are things you can't get to without using one of those portals. Come on. There we go. Got the key here, mirror out, go left side. Going to want the hammer. See if anything is on the torch. It's a key. Probably not necessary, but I might as well take it. Let's do Southwest Room. there's the mushroom. Another key. So I definitely could have left the one on the torch. There's the flute, which at this point is useless. I guess the intended path across that is probably to hookshot to the thing on the right. More bombs. Also, I've forgotten to keep counting, so... Yep. Blue Boomerang does that pretty well. There's a setup with this where you can... Yeah, I'm not quite sure what it is. Let's just do it this way. Which is most likely the intended method. That. Come down here and dash over that. It's easy enough to do if you're quick about it. Some more money. I have elite money. For what's that's worth, which is basically nothing. Don't forget to do Rando Room. There's some armor finally. Nice gold nail look. Bigger shield. And a map. Still no big key. We also know that half magic is in here somewhere. Because of one of the hints. If you do that just right, you can bonk yourself over that warp tile without having to go through it, which saves a few seconds. That's the easiest way to get across that. And if you don't have the boots, then you can use a bomb jump. I grabbed this before blowing the... Oh. Apparently the bomb was so badly placed it didn't even get that. Arrows, bomb, bomb. And another bomb. So the Groom has plenty of bombs. We have ice armors, which with silver arrows is trivial. Where this gets really nasty is if you have bosses randomized and there's a Trinex in here. Yeah. Trinex is one of the more frustrating bosses in the first place. There's the other armor. I have a nice cyan look. I'm going to check the big chest just in case that's the half magic. Normally I would just mirror out and go up the tower, but knowing that half magic is in here, it's only a little longer to check this. Nope, it's a heart. Again, knowing that half magic is in here, I will be checking the chest going up. There's also very likely another sword or two. Stuck there. That should not have taken that many hits. I think it was counting the sword beams instead of the sword itself. Which is a pretty common thing for the game to do, unfortunately. So the thing that's going on there is while you're slashing, the game still uses your inputs to move them, even though you yourself cannot move. So it's relatively easy to maneuver them into place. Okay, so far so good. No need to take the stock room. Okay, room 1 of the gauntlet clear. Room 2. Room 3. Room 4. Come on. Hit the stupid puffball. And we're on to Lambos 2. The problem with silver arrows is you can only have one on the screen at a time. Resupply a bit. Alright, this is the room where I want the red cane. Because of that. Quick and easy, and fun. Knock those guys off. Not quite as cleanly executed, but that worked. Here you don't necessarily need the fire rod, but it makes it easier. Let's add some magic in it. Okay, doors are closed again. You want to make sure not to be on the stairs while that happens, because apparently there is a glitch where if the door closing thing happens as you're going up the stairs, it can despawn everything in the tower and make it completely impossible to finish. Unless, of course, you go all the way back outside and come back in. There's our half magic. We go between those. I still haven't seen another sword. There's not that many places they could be. I have mentioned I don't like Moldorm. Because I don't like Moldorm. It's too unpredictable. And with a lot of knockback. Might be better off trying the hammer. Awkward as it is. Come on. Several of those should have been hits. There's 1, 2, 1 more will do it. This thing has a ton of knockback, as I've mentioned. Attacks? No. I can have it. One hit. Ton of knockback. Alright, if this keeps up, I'm going to use an invincibility item and just walk right through the head. There we go. And of course, you cannot switch items while it's exploding. We might have a vanilla sword on the smiths. Alright, around here. Triple. Nice. Finally, something's going right. I think only 1 hit him. So I think that's 5 hits at this point. There we go. That was pretty quick and easy. Now, do I go looking for swords, or I just jump into Ganon? You know, I have silver arrows, red mail, and plenty of health. I think I can just go and fight Ganon. And have magic, and potions. You just need to remember to use spin attacks to hurt him. Yeah, that's the trouble with Master Sword Ganon, is your slashes with Master Sword cannot hurt him. Good heal. Almost too late. Hitbox is smaller than I thought. Okay, fortunately I ran into a vat, not into Ganon himself, because Ganon himself hurts more. I should also be counting hits, which I'm not. And you can use the knockback from hitting him to bounce yourself through the ring of bats. Okay, we're on to phase 3. From here, it's relatively easy. especially with silver arrows. You do still need to use spin attacks to stun him, though. And then get back in place quickly enough to finish. But we're almost done. Just one more hit will do it. Goodbye. And that's the big pig down. A bit over 3.5 hours, which is longer than I was hoping it would be, but it could have been worse. Especially since I basically checked everything, cleared all dungeons except for... oh, including Aghanim's Tower. Yeah, and Swamp was hard required for Fire Rod. Eastern I don't think had anything too important. What was the other pendant? Hera? Hera I don't think had much of anything either. So it was not required all dungeons, but yeah. Let's just fast forward this a bit, get through the Fellowship of the Ring, heal pulls at the Sanctuary. Shagadelic's Homecoming. As usually we have weird and strange long words with S at the beginning for his name. Sahasrara, it's not that hard to remember. Or maybe it's just me. The bully makes a friend who still looks like he has orb rune head. Your uncle believes is the message you get for if he has bombs. Red goo for sale at the Zoras. We'll find out what the mushroom turn-in would have been. Arrows, so not worth the trouble. So yeah, we may have had a vanilla sword on blacksmiths. Or it might have been in hammer pegs, or it might have been in the... yeah, King's Tomb. That's right, because I could have mirrored from the Light World to get to hammer pegs. I was thinking you need the Titan's mitts for it, but no, you've the mirror functionality swapped around. You can just go to the blacksmith, use the mirror, hammer the pegs, and get the thing there. Without needing any goals of any kind. Coin collecting kid. Is he the one with Quake? Or no, he had Ether. I found Bombos pretty early on. Quake was later on. But yeah, I'm pretty sure he had Ether. Gary the Old Man. The Forest Thief. With the Dancing Pickles. And sometimes it actually says Dancing Pickles. And the Full Heart sleeps again forever. Fanfare. Dun, dun, dun. Alright. And yeah, I thought I remember that you can use X to speed this up as well as the fast forward on the emulator itself. That's a relatively recent addition to the randomizer. It's only been in the past few versions. Yeah, VTorp is one of the leads. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what the VT outside Cave 35 is. Or is it Cave 45? Some people call it the Grove Cave. That's probably easier. And more meaningful. Anyway, 9 minutes to find the first sword, 2 hours to find the boots, over 3 hours to find the flute, which I never even used. Mirror did turn out to be important, though. And to beat every boss with the Master Sword. So there's a certain weird amount of consistency with that. Damage taken, magic used. Nice even number of bonks. Well, multiple of 25 anyway. Saves and quits. Deaths. Not as many as I thought it might have been. Yeah, like I mentioned, inverted starts can be really rough. If there had been something critical to progression on blind, I might have had to go in there and beat him with no armor, no safeties, 5 or 6 hearts. Yeah. 202 out of 216 items. Anyway, that is game. We are cleared for missing 1 piece of heart. And 2 swords. And a shield, which I know where it is. And that looks like everything for items, so... yeah, we grabbed pretty much everything. Only 14 locations skipped. And some of them are because I could see what they were. Yeah. Anyway, that was a trip. This has been Airfelon playing Link to the Past Randomizer and Inverted Seed, starting in the light world, starting in the dark world, working through to the light world to defeat Ganon in a hole in Hyrule Castle that should not actually be able to take you to where it did. Although there is some sort of weird sense to that, wherein in the original unmodified game, if you manage to clip into one of the pots in the main lobby of Hyrule Castle and drop down, that actually takes you to Ganon's room. I mean, it's not exactly a glitch, it's just that's apparently the default destination for dropping through a thing in a room that doesn't just damage you and send you back to the entrance. And apparently dropping you into another room is the default behavior for a room that's not specifically said otherwise, so... yeah, in a way, Ganon is underneath Hyrule Castle all the time. So, like I was saying, in a weird sort of sense, it makes sense that plunging through into the depths of Hyrule Castle does get you to the Ganon fight, but... in any case, it's getting clear. Just let the music come to a nice conclusion and end the stream, and next week we'll probably be back with some more 7 Cities of Gold. I just needed a break from it after having the whole session last week come to nothing. After getting captured by pirates or whatever, trying to get back to port. Next time, when the navigator says, yeah, we're at the long latitude, I think I'm going to listen to him. Might also decide to stream something on Labor Day, we'll see. In any case, I hope you enjoyed. Come back later for more.